This is the Nuwaupian Man book, which all brothers need to get or are encouraged to get. So it says, "Lo, men of Nuwaupu and Wu-Nuwaup, for I now speak to you of you about you. A Nuwaupian male becomes a man when he has an ejaculation in any way, a sign nature says he is ready to help give birth manhood. A Nuwaupian man is not a man in the eyes of Panatharu according to the standards of the flesh, yet according to the standards of responsibilities, how he responds and how he responds. A Nuwaupian man is silent and calm. A Nuwaupian man stands steady like a rock amidst the tumult of raging waters. A Nuwaupian man bears himself patiently before the temper of a wrathful man and controls himself in the presence of a fool. The Nuwaupian man uses his decisions right and makes them clearly and without undue haste. The Nuwaupian man is ever prepared for whatever may befall him. The Nuwaupian man is always in good physical shape, never overweight nor underweight, healthy and strong. The Nuwaupian man is always clean and neat from head to toe. He may shave or grow facial hair. He must keep it neat, whatever he chooses to wear as his hairstyle. The Nuwaupian man is always on his square and center. His reckoning embraces both success and failure with chin up. The Nuwaupian man judges all Nuwaupians equally by one standard and expects each to act according to his capacity. The Nuwaupian man is prepared to meet strength with strength. He does not shirk the issue with violent men, nor does he suppress his wrath when the cause is just. The Nuwaupian man safeguards his reputation and challenges those who would steal it from him. The Nuwaupian man is prudent and wary. He is not easily beguiled nor fooled by beliefs and fictions. The Nuwaupian man weighs all things in his mind and concludes all things by factual reasoning. The Nuwaupian man receives the stranger with hospitality and politeness. The Nuwaupian man gives generously to the needed cause and eases the burden of the heavy laden. The Nuwaupian man is cheerful under difficulties, and his face is never sullen or mean. The Nuwaupian man never fawns upon his superiors, nor does he oppress his subordinates. The Nuwaupian man is neither a hypocrite nor a coward. The Nuwaupian man is neither a slanderer or a gossiper. The Nuwaupian man is neither a liar nor a deceiver. The Nuwaupian man, he does not mock the afflicted, and his arm is ready for assistance. If he sees evil men at work, he does not turn aside. The Nuwaupian man understands and understands the duties and responsibilities of a man and places these before his own welfare. The Nuwaupian man supports his family, giving them the best of this world. The Nuwaupian man works. The Nuwaupian man does not seek the places of pleasure when there is a task at hand. The Nuwaupian man makes friends of the friendless and oppressed. The Nuwaupian man supports the man in want. He respects the aged and the infirm. The Nuwaupian man acts for the ignorant and shields them from the design of shallow people, the crafty. The Nuwaupian man instructs the unlearned in Nuwaupu, or Musbatu, or Wu-Sabat, or Wu-Nuwaup. The Nuwaupian man belongs to the brotherhood of the lodge, EA, on to FC, on to MM, birth, life, and death. The Nuwaupian man makes peace when the peace is just and chaos when the chaos is justified. The Nuwaupian man never turns the other cheek to be slapped twice. The Nuwaupian man never forgets nor forgives except other Nuwaupians. The Nuwaupian man never betrays a Nuwaupian, nor does he avoid helping one in distress or his time of trouble. The Nuwaupian man does not look at a fellow Nuwaupian's relationship as a thing of thistledown to be blown away before the first puff from the winds of adversity. The Nuwaupian man is vigilant in the cause of justice and swift to right or wrong. The Nuwaupian man is never lustful. The Nuwaupian man is never lazy. The Nuwaupian man is never disrespectful to Nuwaupian girls, ladies, females, or women. The Nuwaupian man acknowledges his own ignorance and does not let ego or pride rule him. The Nuwaupian man welcomes the teacher of truth. He is ever eager to learn and hear his mistakes in actions and in his misuse of words. The Nuwaupian man gives bread to the one who is hungry and drink to the thirsty. He provides a bed for the homeless and provisions for the victim of misfortune. The Nuwaupian man does not avoid his debts or shirk his obligations. The Nuwaupian man is resolute in the face of adversity. The Nuwaupian man is not humiliated in rejection or defeat or cowed by greater force. The Nuwaupian man is gentle at home, caring and loving to his family, and forceful in the field. The Nuwaupian man is yielding at play and determined in the chase. He does not provoke a fight. Neither does he avoid one if he's attacked. The Nuwaupian man remembers his manhood at all times and knows his place as a man in the Nuwaupian tribe worldwide. The Nuwaupian man treats men as men and women as women. The Nuwaupian man keeps his head up high, chest out, proud to be of the divine race of Africans. The Nuwaupian man respects the right of another to be a fool. The Nuwaupian man respects the right of another to believe in the religion of their choice. The Nuwaupian man represents truth. The Nuwaupian man represents justice. The Nuwaupian man represents Africa and all Africans. The Nuwaupian man carries his kapan where it is legal at all times, at full length or short, as a symbol of manhood in the Nuwaupian tribe. The Nuwaupian man is a symbol of God in the flesh. The Nuwaupian man is a token of perfection. The Nuwaupian man is an honorable man among men. The Nuwaupian man must be steadfast, trusting, and true. So those are the tenets that we stand on as Nuwaupian men or as Wu-Sabat men, and that's the images that we want to convey and represent as we go out, which we already know for those on the level. We have the same things, you know what I'm saying? So, does anybody have any questions or anything pertaining to what was just read? You sit there looking like self-explanatory. And so the reality of it is, like I said, I know brothers have been asking about sisters, and you know, but we got to get right first, and we got to show that we can stand up. You know what I'm saying? We got to be raised up to that perpendicular. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. So once in doing that, then that light that we have inside will shine. That's just pretty much the bottom line of it. I mean, it's self-explanatory. Go ahead.
But, however, I've been in the lodge for a while now, and shouldn't we already been raised ourselves up perpendicular?
We should have been,
physically and mentally.
We should have been, but not everyone has. And like I said, so we have people that are coming in that are new to the principles and tenets, and then we got some of us who have been around for a long time and we've forgotten.
No, I get. Yes, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
I get that the brothers that have not been in the lodge do the lodge. I'm talking about the brothers that are in the lodge. Because I think I went through, I don't know, 04, 05, something like that. I don't remember. It's been a while though. Even though before then I had already was reading, you know, the Songs of the Green Light, the Ancient Mystic Order of Melchizedek, went through that order. Didn't go through just, but it's 2019 now, you ain't perpendicular to raise yourself up. Well, even if you ain't in the lodge. You know what I'm saying?
But see, that's the whole thing.
And that's one of the problems I have with a lot of brothers. You know, they got that bitchy mentality. But a lot of the stuff that, like if my breath's stinking, you tell me, I shouldn't get mad at you. Yeah, brother, I am a little tired. Thank you.
Yeah, like, let me go take care of that.
But carry on. You see what I'm trying to do.
I see what you're saying. And like I said, that's the importance of having that book right now. That's why I say all brothers need to have it. Because yeah, there's a lot of brothers that are here. And to be honest, if you just EA, you ain't even in the house. That don't matter whether you're in our house or you on the porch. So they don't still know. So if you don't know, that book there is gonna basically square you up. You know what I'm saying?
I can't see how it will though. I'm just trying to be logical here, you know. It's gotta make sense to me. Like, you don't have to go to the lodge to know it.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And I ain't trying to combat or whatever the word I'm looking for here. I'm just saying, at some point in time, I'm 55, 56 years old, right? It didn't take me to go to the lodge to learn how to do everything you just said, even though the lodge did help me. You know what I'm saying? Wrong back, brother. But at some point in time, we should be at a point in time in 2019 and we should be way past that.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And we shouldn't have to keep going back, reiterating this bull crap right here. You know what I mean? It's frivolous and useless time. I can understand that we touching up on it from time. You got that, brother? You got that, brother? But if me and Blue have a disagreement, don't leave this setting still what it is. You just satisfied. I mean, that don't make no sense. We grown men, we chopped it up, we squared it off right there, and that's it. When I see you, what's up, brother? How you doing? But you still got some kind of ill will about me. See, that's where I'm going.
Okay,
I might be off base.
No. Point well taken. But see, like I said, it's kind of like something like the message you always say. Take what you need and the rest leave out. If you already know that this, if the hat fit, wear it.
Right.
Bob. If you know that you're doing it, then of course you ain't got to worry about it. But like I said, yeah, from time to time, this is what it is. And if we're not exemplifying these principles, then you have to check yourself and say, man, I'm not doing this. I am acting like this. I'm not being a Muslim. Like I said, I had no problem telling nobody about my past and where I've been. You know what I'm saying? Because the reality of it is, it was before I started donning this and getting back in order, I was out of order. I was way out of order. And I felt it would be a disservice to the master teacher, as well as to the nation as a whole, to be trying to represent something. And I know that, I'm doing everything that's kind of adverse to what's coming out of my mouth. That don't make sense. And then when people saw that, they'd be like, man, hold up, man, you got all this information, but obviously you're not listening to what you're saying. See what I'm saying? That's a contradiction.
But I know this is what's going to keep us from progressing. You should be at the point where you should be able to read my energy and tell me whether or not I'm being real or fictitious. You know what I mean? Because I'm just going to be honest with you, brother. I can't roll like that with brothers. Because I'm gonna see it in you. Right. I'm gonna call you on it. And if you get mad, then we can't. You deal with the workable, the ones that are workable that you know that have good intentions. And intentions are just fucking intentions.
Exactly.
You gotta have more.
You gotta have actions. You gotta have actions. And these are wicked.
I can't be around weak-minded, emotional men. Like I was telling the sister earlier this morning, a house that's rolled off your emotions, the children are gonna be emotional.
Exactly.
So real males gotta realize this. We're gonna have disagreements. We're not gonna agree the same thing. We're not gonna think the same way. But at the end of the day, if we on the same mind wave, when we thinking the same, we moving together, that's all what counts to me. I might be off a little bit there, but if we're gonna grow Memphis as a brother, like you said, the brother gotta come together, then we gotta weed out them bullshit ass niggas. Here's my language. I can't deal with them, man. I'm sorry. That's where I am today. I just can't deal with that.
A lot of them, they're gonna weed themselves out anyway. And that's the reality. Because you know, what was the saying? It was a saying that like, oil and water don't mix. Right. You know what I'm saying? If we oil and they trying to come in as water, it ain't gonna mix. Because the thing about it is, us exemplifying that light and us moving in truth. The falsehood shit can't stand there no way. They gonna get away. They ain't gonna want to come because they don't want to be in order. So I'm not talking about them people. Right. You know what I'm saying?
Right. I get you.
You see what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
So that's why I'm not even worried about those that don't. Everything is still a person or a man standing up and building himself up in order so that way he can stand and be who he needs to be. Other than, and that's all our job is to do is to help each other to be the best that we can be. So, but if you ain't made your mind up, that you want to stand up and be a man and be accountable and be held responsible, if you can't deal with them two principles right there, then I know I ain't fucking with you no way. Because my whole life revolves around them two pillars right there, accountability and responsibility. Now that's just me personally. If you're a person that ain't accountable, and if you ain't responsible, nigga, you ain't got nothing to talk about. I'm just saying. Go ahead.
So I'm not feeling me personally, it's just me.
Gotcha.
If I see the BS in you, I'm gonna call you on it.
That's right.
That's the bottom line. If you get mad, then you want to move from the beginning. You get upset, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna call you on it. And I might let you ride for a minute and just see what's up. But at the end of the day, that's where I'm at now with brothers and sisters. I can't deal with that because out the gate, the question I ask you gonna give me the answers I want. Exactly. I ain't gotta sit here and roll with you for 6 months. Oh yeah, I just figured this nigga out.
No, it don't take that long. It don't take that long. It don't take that long.
And some of us don't know how to ask the right question and get the answer. Like Pop said, I'm not a waiter. If I want to be a waiter, I go wait. But if you want the answers, I'm just being honest, man. We just got too many men now who can't stand to be told the truth. I done had my butt chewed out and kicked. By brothers that was younger than me, was telling me the truth, and at that time mentally I wasn't where I am today, and I get that. But when they was chewing me out, I didn't get mad. I went back, reassessed us, went through my mind. I said, you know what, the brother right. Went back and told the brother, hey man, I appreciate that. I needed that. And that's where you gotta be now. As men. You know.
And see that's a character.
I'm just looking for
That's a character trait that we all need. Cause like I said, I think back to when DJ Dizzy and Al Capone back when I was 16 years old. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
he put me on the holy tablets. He was like, you were created to be a slave, and I was like, nigga, I was in my Jesus Christ mode. Nigga, Jesus my Lord and Savior, dog. No, you ain't saying nothing, nigga. Like Jesus, I was on that tip.
Right.
But when fast forward 2 years later, I turned 18, I joined the military, rapping with some brothers. I was a little more open-minded because the military kind of opened me up. Right. And a brother put an Injil in my lap. I said, let me see that. Went through the exam. Instantly, I was convinced. When I came back from Virginia, when I came back to Memphis, you know what I'm saying? First place I went to the bookstore.
Right.
Got up in there, met Yagabu, you know what I'm saying? Met Goon, met Keita. You know what I'm saying? Was chopping it up with them, started reading through the books, got my own holy tablets, and it was like, damn, that brother was right. And you know what? After that, I ran back into him, still doing studio work, and I had to go and apologize to that brother. I said, man, you was trying to tell me. But at that time, I was not ready to hear that. I thought I knew something, because I was in their religion, I was in their school. And he was like, man, he said, with characteristics like that, you're gonna go far in life. Because most brothers don't know how to come back and apologize. You see what I'm saying?
Right, then brothers come to class, you know, like, I know my wife, you know, a lot of stuff, my wife, we agree to disagree, and that's where it's supposed to be. You know, she don't really just get into this, you know, whatever. I'm good with that. I don't have no problem with it. I married her under a certain auspice, so I deal with that.
Mm-hmm.
But you got brothers who ain't got their shit together at the house. Mm-hmm. Your shit, sugar, honey, iced tea all over the place. You come in here trying to, you know, promote this. I'm like, I see what you're doing, but why? You know, that's what I'm saying. That's the BS to me that I see in a lot of brothers. Your wife ain't even on the same page as you, and then how the hell you gonna come in here and say what you're saying? That's not logic.
That's not logic.
It makes no sense.
Exactly.
That's like I'm saying, I talk about women weaving in here and I go marry one. It don't make sense. So that's what I'm calling brothers out there. And sisters need that. I'm telling you, man, they waiting on us to put their ass in order. You just gotta know how. You just gotta know how to do it. They waiting. Sisters tell me all the time, my husband don't even talk like you. You going off on me, but you doing it in such a way that it don't hurt my feelings. You know, the way you speak and what you say, you know, I take that beating because you whooping me right. You know, you ain't cussing me out, you telling me the truth. And that's why I don't get is when brothers, you know, that's why I was getting that they married, but then your wife a Christian, you come in here talking right back. Man, fuck out of here.
And see, that's,
if I'm being too real,
no. That's where you did on. And see, that's the reason why, as far as even like
cousin, I'm not the cousin. People don't understand what cussing is. I do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna curtail my cussing. I'm my bad. I'm probably being comical and being logical at the same time. You know what I mean?
But you know, even with trying to work to get the sisters together, it's not necessarily to even pump necessarily the doctrine. It's so that in that aspect right there, they need to know each other. They are still our individual supporters. You see what I'm saying?
You believe that?
Hold up.
Do you believe that?
Hold up. I'm gonna say it like this. If you create, remember, we have to create, we're creative gods, right? We have to create that environment, period. If we do not create that environment, then it's kind of hard. Like, they may know some stuff, they may read a little bit, but the thing is, if there is not an environment set for them that's gonna cultivate their growth, then, you know, it's like, hell, the brothers over here cultivating. Yeah, we get it, yeah. We trying to get things moving, we trying to get things established. But if we're not also, like you just said, if we're not getting our mates, or we're not doing that for our children, we're not creating an environment for them, then we are one-winged bird, stealing. See what I'm saying? And that's the bottom line. So I understand what you're saying. Yes, we do need to call it out. You know what I'm saying? We do need to address, but at the same time, we have to make sure that we are addressing and doing our due diligence in everything that we're doing, so that we leave no stone unturned.
Right.
No I not dotted, no T not crossed.
Right.
That's the only way to get effective change. Period. Anything else?
Well, I just say like this, like I don't think, I know that if we're not talking Masonic stuff, our wives, our mates, or our girlfriends should be rocking with us. You know, that's the way I'm around it. If we gonna bring them in, we gotta bring them in like that, because this is a male and female planet. We gotta have balance in it. You know what I'm saying? We don't tell them everything. That's why we gave them certain shit, and we got our stuff over here. But we still got to collectively come together. You know, so she. That's what.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Is your mate? She a sister? She? Oh yes.
No, she won't. She's
okay.
She's a candidate.
She a candidate. Okay. So like my mate is right. You know what I'm saying? She came through. But the thing about it is, ain't no other sisters of her. See what I'm saying?
That shouldn't matter.
Okay, no. I'm just addressing this real quick. See, that's what I'm saying.
I got you.
Even as us men, we have to create the environment still that they need for them to do what they need to do. We still have to do that.
Okay, explain that to me.
Okay. Sisters.
Because I want to see if I'm with you. I'm a logical nigga.
Okay. Logically, like I just said, okay, you just said both sides should be here, right?
Right.
Okay. We got a room full of brothers, and let's say the sisters come in, but we don't have something, what's the word? Specifically almost catered to them. And I'm saying it like that for a reason. Because in order, as fishers of men, you know we have to have the right bait. Right. Now, it's just like my mate say, I'm not gonna be the only sister at the classes. She feel out of place. You see what I'm saying? She feels out of place. She'll be like, I'm the only sister. That's why she'll be on the calls. But then she'll be like, well, if there ain't no brothers, I'm gonna get off. She'll be on the calls. You know what I'm saying? On Fridays.
Okay.
But she's asking, is where are the other sisters at? I said, I don't know. But we're gonna try to get
I got a sister that I'm been dealing with for. She wants to come to class, but I told her it wouldn't be conducive for you to come right now because whatever. She like, why though? Why? If y'all,
I mean, but see, that's what I'm saying. So that's the reason why we said, as far as the first step, which would be a nice step, is we just go out in an informal setting. I mean, of course, you can wear whatever you want to wear, informal, so they can get to meet each other. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get that.
So that way, if they chopping it up now. You gonna be at class, girl? Yeah, I'll be at class. Okay, yeah. I'm riding my husband. I see you there. So they can come to the class, and then they will be in good company with each other instead of one woman sitting around a bunch of men. You follow what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's not correct order. You know what I'm saying? That's gonna be a chaotic situation all day. You wanna know why? Because you know her emotions. Something's gonna be said. And the first time any brother says something to their one sister, she gonna feel like everybody attacking her.
But okay,
are you playing this? Are you playing this video? Because I've seen it done over and over.
Yeah, I see
you see what I'm saying? So the way we have to do it, we need to establish things in a proper way. And right now, the best way to do it, the best way that I've seen to do it is to get informal. Well, we're not in the class setting, that's what they're saying. All right, I don't want to come to class, I'm gonna be the only female there. Okay, let's get outside the classroom. Let's fellowship so we can see families. Husband and mate, sister and mate, mates together, and we together, like introducing everybody. Okay, yeah, this is brother such and such, this is mate this is brother such and such, this is mate this is brother such and such. Okay, so now you got 3 or 4 sisters. Now they like, you know what? I really like, that sister there, that brother's mate. Yeah, she cool. She said she don't come to class. See, they can swap numbers and get all that.
Well, can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
How long you and your mate been married now?
19 years.
That's good. That's awesome. Is there anything I can say that you hadn't already, your mate chopped it up about that would make her feel some type of way? That's what I'm saying. Like, my wife, even though she's not a part of this, but she's been around it, because she used to come to class back in the day on 1242 Getwell Road. She said it was boring to her because I ain't gonna get into that.
Go ahead.
I ain't gonna get into that.
Go ahead. Yeah.
She was like, I learn more from you than I do from them. It's like whatever I don't, but then the sister I've been building with, we've been building for about a year now. There ain't nothing now one of y'all can say to that sister that will get on her skin, because you know why? She boxes when she lit properly, you don't have to worry about her.
Exactly.
See, I've been building with her, and I'm the first N-I-G-G-A-R-E-R that got in her. You know what? I went up one side, tore it down, but I built the other side up. And I told her why I did what I did. So I told her, when you start to teach, when you start to get around other sisters, you know what I'm saying? You'll be ready and whatever. But you gotta understand. I'm just trying to find a way not to. But she should be already prepped to that, to when she come in here, things gonna be said like that. Okay, it shouldn't really hurt her feelings.
Question.
Go ahead.
Question.
Go ahead.
Going to the base point. If you walked in the room, okay, let's say you.
I wouldn't be if I walked in the room with the women.
Okay,
I'll set my tail down and.
Okay. You might be cool with it. You might be cool with it. Hold on. In every regard, I would say you would have to be a strong patient.
What can I say?
I would say that. And I'm only going. Because, dude, you know the amount of emotional energy that you finna encounter. You know what I'm saying? You know this. I'm finna walk in the room, there's 20 females, and all they finna do is, they finna do them. Hold up, they finna do them. Hey, man, I'm gonna be here about 10 minutes, and I'm going outside. Because I'm gonna let them do them. You see what I'm saying? Now, flip the role. They feel the same way. Why am I gonna go sit around 10, 20 brothers and I'm the only female there?
You'd be surprised.
Nah, you would.
Be surprised.
Nah, you would. But at the same time though, if you said they're properly lit, they know their place. They know what is proper and what's improper. You know what I'm saying? As well. So the thing is, if we're not exemplifying and being the example, like you were just saying, you taught, you raised her up, and you took down one side, but you built her back up to be right, to stand right? Well, she's squared off now. Same thing. So in order for us to make sure that we can get more inclusion, and that it goes back to what you just said earlier about the first bookstore. That's the reason why I said, now we have to redo this and rethink this whole thing through for it to be successful. Because we wasn't focusing on family and the family guy back at 1242 get with. It really wasn't. Just being honest. It was strictly about slanging books. It was nothing that we would come together and say, hey.
Well, not all of us now.
I'm just saying the format. The format of how that bookstore was ran at that time was just, come in, buy books, come to class. Dude, when you look at the examples that the master teacher or the orders and everything that he's done, it was never just books and class. He encouraged us to do all types of things.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So the reality now is, in order to meet people at their level and in order to be good fishers of people, we have to be able to cater things to their needs. Like I said, give them what they want so they will learn to want what we have to give them. By way of Baba Yanai. You know what I'm saying? We have to do the same thing. If we know that we got children out here and we know they playing video games, what's wrong with us setting up a video game tournament?
Okay, look.
Hold on. Just hear me.
Okay.
What's wrong with us setting up a video game tournament? If we know they like sports, what's wrong with us organizing our own little 3-on-3 sports team? Okay, if we know that our sisters, they like, I don't know, cooking, whatever. They like cooking. What's wrong with us saying, hey, you know what, y'all, we're gonna have a potluck and they wanna do a potluck. See what I'm saying? They like dancing. What's wrong with us having a dance at our own? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
See, that's our problem.
Right.
The way things have been run, we have not been doing things and considering each other as equal. Cause if you go through Tavis, you can go through Nuwaupian Man. You can go through anything that the master said. The Family Guy, he says men and women should be considered and dealt with as equals. Period. So, but we have not been running like that. We haven't. And if we be honest with our damn
self,
What do you think we doing now?
That's what I'm saying. So
See, here's the thing. That's what we're here for now.
Okay.
That's where Memphis is gonna go now. That's how we're gonna change the dynamics of Memphis now, by showing that men and women, we work together as one. The Bible says no longer are you twain, but one flesh.
Right.
We gotta start presenting ourselves like that. But see, that comes from both sides, both of us being on the same wavelength.
okay, let me say this. I was in St. Jude for some years, and there were 6 supervisors. They all were females.
Okay.
They were all my boss. So we was in a setting like this. He said, Ray, you know you're gonna have women as your boss. Can you handle it? Can you deal with it? I said, I don't have a problem with women. Not period, point blank. But they probably don't have a problem with me. Because I don't. You know, and if I'm out here, like I say, like if we're in a setting like this, I can understand a sister coming in off the street being emotional about some of the stuff we say, but our own mates and children, come on. It makes no sense to me. It's not logical. I mean, so by now, like even though all of my kids are grown except for one, he's 17, they're except for my oldest son. My stepdaughters, all the way down to my children, they know about this. Knowing about this. My wife know about this. My ex-wife know about this. So there ain't nothing you can say to Evelyn that will piss her off. She might want to say, well, you explain that to me, because that ain't make no sense if she one of them, you know. But she ain't going to sit there and say, well, yeah, Ray told me that, you know what I'm saying? And it's not about that. I'm just saying, to me, like, it's still like we separating ourselves from the sisters. We got to work together as a whole, you know.
Exactly.
His mate should be here. His mate should be here. His mate should be here. You know, if you got my mate should be here, or if my wife or somebody that I know should be here with us, because we ain't saying nothing that's.
Yeah, we ain't saying ain't nothing secretive or nothing going on.
Right, we ain't here talking about
still.
When I invited my friend, she said the same thing like what you said. She was like, hey, is there other women here? And I was like, nah. She like, well.
And see, that's what I'm saying. See, we have to.
But why don't you tell her to come? If we allow it, right, and say, baby, you still should come. But I get what you're saying. I'm not trying to. I'm not trying. I get what you're saying though. But like the girl I know, she wants to come in here. You know, will I be the only girl that's sure? But she's why I still like to come. I just want to come. Okay, so let me get the okay from the brothers first.
No, I mean, this is regular class.
Okay.
This is not. Trust me, y'all know when it's strictly men.
Kids should be here.
The children should be here.
Children should be here.
Exactly. But see, here's the reality. What if we're building? That's the goal we're building towards. To the point. Say it like this. Like, I got a 17-year-old, I got a 13-year-old, I got a 10-year-old, and I got a 3-year-old. Alright? Now here's the reality. Even when I take them like to choir rehearsal with me, when I have to go do what I gotta do to make my money. You see what I'm saying? There is still something else at the facility, some other children over there for them to occupy their time while I'm busy working. You see what I'm saying? Now, taking that same concept, you never saw in the store, just sit on the page, you never saw like a little play area. Like you go to the hospital, what do they have? They had a little top thing with a little beads and stuff. And they got the little puzzles. They got something for them to do while the adult are handling business. But they're still in the same room, they're in the waiting room or whatever, but they had a TV on and it'd be a cartoon. See, that's what I'm saying. We have to create the environment that will cultivate that, what we're trying to do.
I get what you're saying.
See what I'm saying? So I think right now, you're asking a question about what are we doing? Things are already moving, they're already in motion.
No. I didn't say that. No, I didn't say that though. I want to stop you. No, that's not true.
You asked the question, you said why are the sisters not here?
Right.
Okay.
And see, it looks like to me that we still like, that's that old religion stuff, the man that's the head. See, I don't agree with that.
No,
I think we should be working together side by side. Even she should be here. Like if you go back to slavery time, the women weren't left out, they were right there so they would know what to do and how to do it. It was our job as what they say, fishermen and do this and that, teachers, whatever. But that sister should be right in here if a race war break out right now, your wife know how to use a gun?
Yeah, she got her permit.
Okay, good.
That's
what I'm talking about.
But see, hold on.
You see what I'm saying?
Let me say this.
But
Let me say something. If you are doing, as the master teacher said, like we talk about all the time,
right?
Your mate is in line. She knows if you following that family guide, y'all on the same page. You see what I'm saying? So it doesn't matter, because like I said, here's the reality. Like my wife, she used to always say this. Anytime any one of us leaves the house, we are a reflection of our house.
That's right.
Period. The children go out, I go out, she go out. We are a reflection of each other in our house. She instills it in our children every day. You ain't going out this house looking no any kind of way. You wanna know why? Because you're a reflection on me and your dad, and on your brothers and your sister. See what I'm saying? See, properly lit. So the thing is, her skill sets, her expertise, the things that she's doing is because they all go back to making that family unit be a unit. I understand my role, she understands her role. You see what I'm saying? So now, the thing that we have to do is everybody individually needs to do the same thing and follow suit. Now, Sister already gave us the rules of engagement or the game plan, how the Nuwaupian family or how the family should be run.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?